7 souls, bound by either destiny or a sadistic god, will tread lands afar, challenge great perils, and probably steal some stuff. They are the Misfits of Dawnwood. Chapter 2. The Ties That Bind. Deep in the forest of Outer Rasper, the party takes a much-needed rest around a warm, crackling fire. To hide their whereabouts from their hounding pursuers, Duvaku of Light Waters utilizes his druidic magic.
Fevala. There. That should keep us hidden.
Those Rasper boys were persistent, but I'm not surprised. They smelled a juicy bounty.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You may be missing a few parts, but I recognize Prince Alistar Von Gregor.
Tilehuac? Shh. Keep it down, lads. These vines keep them from seeing us, but they can still hear you.
I think we deserve some kind of explanation after we just saved your life.
Jibari was going to use that trick of hers to get us out of there at any moment. You guys were probably in the way.
I know I probably was. What was that trick anyway? That was neat.
How should I know? Anyone have a drink?
I got 3. Temerian Ale, Haragoth Whiskey, and Dakin Absinthe.
A man after my heart. Pour me some absinthe.
Tilehuac? Tilehuac's right. Is hard liquor really necessary at the moment?
Hard liquor is always necessary. Come on, big guy. Let's have it.
It's actually pronounced Marvin, and I'm out of absinthe.
What? Really?
Yeah, you were talking to Duvaku, so I got bored. And drank it.
Gods, you're worse than I am. Fine. The whiskey then.
Marvin, don't give it to him.
Hey, butt out, will ya?
No booze until you answer some questions.
No questions, because if I do, he's going to drink the whiskey, too.
No. I got a belly full of absinthe. Chugging whiskey will make me puke, and if I puke, that's 20 gold's worth of booze you wasted.
That I wasted?
Alistar!
What?
What in the hell's is going on? With you, with the bounty, with Jibari? You need to tell us.
He won't say anything.
About time you woke up.
God, you're such a strackfart when you're sober. How long was I out?
Not long, just a couple hours.
I got lucky. Water. Anyone had water.
Tilehuac.
Thank you. Much better.
Okay, everyone hydrated and content? Jibari, what happened?
Fine. Since you did help us.
Finally.
I need to take a piss.
It was about 12 days ago. His Majesty made a royal decree. To his assembled court and his sons, Alistar will be the crown apparent.
What? But he was the second born.
You've been nagging me for answers, so shut your mouth and don't interrupt. Anyways, the announcement shocked everyone. Alistar Von Gregor, the prince in rags.
I can hear you.
The master of brothels.
That one's not so bad.
And, as you said, the second-born son was now the future king of Dawnwood. While the court came to accept the decision, with mild applause, and the jilted firstborn wasn't so cheerful. Then, the night fell.
Ah!
How many whores has this hand caressed? How many dice has it rolled? How many cups of ale has it gripped? And Father wanted you to sully the royal scepter with it.
Gabriel! Why?
I will not let a wretch who takes men and women to his bed steal what is rightfully mine.
Prince Alistar!
Ah, good. You've arrived, Captain.
Gods above. What have you done?
My father was mad to believe this was the future of Dawnwood. History will thank me for my deeds this night.
Deeds? Oh gods. What did you do, Gabriel?
That is King Gabriel to you, Captain. I am the true sovereign. All that you see is mine by right. Mine! Now, Captain, this is your chance. Swear fealty to me and walk with me side by side as I usher in a glorious new age for Dawnwood. Or join him on the floor.
Jabari!
I, Captain Jabari Iluze, hereby swears fealty to the rightful king of Dawnwood.
Ah!
You're missing an arm, not a leg. Run! Alistar knew how to maneuver through the maze tunnels underneath the city. They were how we snuck out of the castle, so by the time Gabriel and his supporters began scouring the city, we were long gone. We did our best to stay ahead of the rumors and the inevitable bounty. We almost made it too. But then this one had to go get comfortable in Rasper and cost us our transport.
Gods. But Gabriel, though. That spectacled ponce had the actual balls to stage a coup? Why didn't you just kill him?
Because I was afraid.
Afraid? You're the captain of the guard.
Tilehuac.
And you think that psycho is going to limit himself to Leary? Sounds like he doesn't just want the throne, he wants his head.
Marvin, how much ale do you have?
Lots.
Gimme.
Tilehuac?
Oh, hey, big guy, yeah. Yes, I'm fine, and I'm just thinking.
Tilehuac.
We may have gotten ourselves over our heads here. I thought we were just repaying Marvin for his kindness, but now they're talking about murderous despots and royal coups. I say we follow Jabari's lead and get out of here at dawn.
Tilehuac. 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 Tilehuac.
Damn, you have a good point. Oh, you're not hard to miss.
Tilehuac. Tilehuac.
Hats? Oh, you'd need a tarp of disguise. I think we've made a mistake, big guy.
Tilehuac.
Alright, yeah, I'm aware, but what does that have to do with anything?
Tilehuac?
Oh, yeah, and if we can help him, he can pay us handsomely.
Tilehuac?
And we can afford to find those bastards. Brilliant, Tilehuac. Brilliant. Big jaws and a big brain.
Nazfel isn't gonna say anything, but he wants to help. That orphanage must have been a real nice place if he wants to save us so badly.
I appreciate the thought, but no. Look at him. Alistar used to be so carefree, so fun-loving, a pain in the ass to keep an eye on. But otherwise, he was a man with love for life and all the pleasures beyond the crown. Now, he drowned himself in wenches and drink and tries to forget the reality. Early on, I thought about going back, staging an uprising. There are people in Dawnwood who will support him and be willing to fight, but look at him. Does that look like the rightful king of Dawnwood?
Yeah, I see your point. But are you really okay with condemning that many people to be ruled over by a psychopathic despot?
Okay. What's the real reason you want to help us?
Well, since you asked, I got excited over the whole beheading thing, and even though we saved you, and I'm glad we did because you're good people, I feel a little deprived. But Nazfel actually wants to save Dawnwood, or at least his orphanage. It's just
as he told you. Gabriel was Alistar's older twin brother.
I want Gabriel's head!
You're both idiots.
It's like the old saying goes. Better to have idiots watching your back than keeping your enemies closer.
That's not what...
Hey, Tilehuac.
Tilehuac.
Jibari, is it? We have a proposition for you.
This ought to be good.
Tilehuac and I would like to offer you our help in whatever it is you decide to do. In return, we just ask for help in tracking down a specific quarry of ours.
You're pirates?
Tilehuac.
A leprechaun. A lizard folk. Hunting pirates. Sounds like a child's storybook.
Tilehuac. What the hell does that mean?
So you really want to help us?
It's either that, or you and Alistar can spend the rest of your lives looking over your shoulders waiting for that dagger to be buried in your backs.
This is insane. Fine. We'll go back. Marvin, give me some ale, please.
Since you said please.
We leave at...
First light.
Yes! From Waterton City.
Waterton? Isn't that a little out of the way?
We have a long journey ahead of us, and we need supplies. Unless we have a volunteer to run into Rasper.
Marvin, put your hand down.
Alright. Good. Now get some sleep. Marvin?
Ale coming right up.
God, don't make me regret this.
Message portal!
Imos, I trust you have a good reason to be disturbing me at this ungodly hour.
I do, Your Majesty. I intercepted Jibari and Alistar while they attempted to flee from Rasper.
And where are they now?
They, managed to escape into the forest around Rasper.
You lost them, and you found it necessary to report to me your failure. Do not contact me unless you have real results, Blackguard.
Forgive me, Your Highness, but I do. With the help of the Mayor of Rasper, we managed to capture the traitors, and they were facing the headsman's block when they were rescued by their allies.
Allies?
4 of them. A halfling, a harrier halfling, a human man, and a lizard folk. Their intentions allowed Jabari and Alistar to escape.
Continue your pursuit of them, but distance yourself.
Do you doubt my skills?
Watch your tone, Blackguard. As formidable as you are, even you cannot best 5 competent warriors.
Your Majesty, I can't!
You will follow my orders, or you can join my traitor brother at the gallows. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Damnation!
6 souls bound to one fate, each with their own convictions and motivations, but all wanting the same thing, to dethrone Gabriel Von Gregor and get great stuff by doing so. Typical mercenaries. The citizens of the lands of Lyri sleep soundly that night, unaware of the unlikely alliance that has just been formed. Will Alistar regain his lost crown, or will he gain a noose? Stay tuned for the next episode of Misfits of Dawnwood.